You see, I decided to become a normal person today and go on a morning walk. And so I did. Hours after I decided I'm going to go on a walk. And what did I decide? I'm going to bring my literature with me. What literature? You might be thinking. This literature. Punk Triangle. I got it from Barnes & Noble. Why? It's yaoi. However, I, I was thinking, okay, maybe this isn't, one of those cringy yaois, even though I kind of had the feeling it was. And you know what? It is, because I'm not done yet. And so I was walking, and then I was kind of feeling embarrassed. But there was no, to read it, but there was no one around me, so I don't know why I was feeling embarrassed. Until I got to this part. You see, I read one page, and then I turned the page. And you know how on the left side you can see basically everything before you actually read the entire pages, two pages? And yes, this is the page I was on. I turn, and then boom, I am faced with this. Not only was I embarrassed, even though there was no one around me, it was pretty cloudy and humid outside, there was no one around except a couple people, but they weren't on the street. I found this, and you know what? I was just like, after 10 minutes of just walking around, just looking around, observing the birds, observing the day, I finally opened the book up and continue reading. And then I stop right over here. Because I was like, okay, this is enough. I need to read this at home. Not just, under the covers like I do with AO3, but no, I had to read it at home in my comfort place. I haven't done that yet because I was distracted by games, but I will do it. And you know what? As I was walking home, I was going to think, okay, let's just do a nice walk around the neighborhood. But that wasn't enough. I wanted to unchud myself for about an hour or so. It has been an hour, but I wanted to feel like it was an hour. And then I took another route, and what do I see? I see a bird with a broken wing. I felt so bad because I feed the birds, and I was following it, saying, maybe it was just faking, but no, the wing was droopy. And and then as I was following it, I see a dead bird on the street. And what was a dead bird doing there? I don't know. It wasn't there before. It just happened. Not, I didn't see it, but it just happened when I didn't see it. And so I felt bad. And then I see the bird. I text my friends. I was like, look at this bird. The wing is broken. And then, when I saw the dead body, I was like, look at this dead body. I didn't say that, but that's what I was thinking. But I didn't say it. I don't know why. And so I looked at the bird. It was just the one with the broken wing. It was just sitting there. And I wasn't sitting there. It was just looking at the body. And I was just thinking, I felt really bad. And so I speed home. I come back with a bag of bird food. And then I tried to find the bird. And then the bird was missing. So I kept on walking until I found it. But I kept on walking away from me. I didn't want to do it. But I kept on walking away. And then I just felt bad, So I put a pile of food bird in front of someone's house. I apologize. It might come back. A whole bunch of birds might come back. That's not my problem, though. It's their problem now. But, but it didn't reach it. So, I didn't see it, I think. I don't know. I walked away because it was getting hot. And so I went home. I ate some food. I grabbed a Diet Dr. Pepper. And I'm kind of feeling thin right now just because it was diet. So later on, I'm going to finish Punk's Triangle. I'm going to read all the cringy stuff. Because you know what? The main character's name, Chiaki, this is an Omegaverse and a non-Omegaverse universe. It is truly a masterpiece. Why am I sharing this, you might be asking? Nicole Cindy Jacobs, why are you sharing this? Because I think it's informational and everyone should read this book if you can. If you will, and if you must, and you must. Thank you.